Welcome to the Midnight Lounge, hosted by your main man, Uncle Freezy. Sit back and relax, unwind, enjoy the midnight conversation. Usually, we'll be joined by any and many of my friends who come in and help set the vibe, all for you. Again, welcome to the Midnight Lounge. Let's start the show. Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the Midnight Lounge hosted by your main man, Uncle Freezy. Yes, I'm your uncle. Yes, I'm your uncle. I have some celebrities backstage. I'm going to bring them up before I introduce them. You know, I have to play their intro because they have that 70s vibe where they can't enter the room without their intro, right? So without further ado, Brooklyn's finest.
YG on the beat.
Yo, let me bring it in. Let me bring in my half brother. And Brooklyn's own yo, fellas, what's good?
What's going down? What's happening? What's happening?
Ain't nothing to it, man. I got a topic that I wanted to talk about just really quick. It's a midnight lounge joint, man. We're gonna talk about relationships and things of that sort. It's a two-part series. DSJ and I started a joint last night, man, where we talked about the dating scene and what you have to do to date. DSJ is on the way, man. I sent him the link, I just sent him the link just a little while ago. But before we get into the relationship thing, I don't want to sound too sappy, right? I don't want to sound too sappy, but before we get into the relationship thing, I want to get into a joint by DSJ. I'm gonna play it. He's on the way, and I want people to hear this song. DSJ is my man, so I'm gonna play a joint, and then we'll get right into the conversation. This is a joint from DSJ called "For Your Love."
thought it would come to the moment you and me weren't you and me. After everything we've overcome, now it's all just archives and memories. Still whispering your name, baby, 'cause I see your face when I sleep. Drowning in the sea of emotion, but the water ain't that deep. There's things left to say without being volatile. Baby, won't you just stay for a little while? You got thousands of miles between us, but I swear I still hear you listening for you, baby, for your heart. Now I packed up our hopes and dreams, and we're sitting back at the starting line. Maybe I was neglecting or you're disrespecting what I do with my time. Praise and blame don't change a thing. Girl, can we make it right? What's the saying? Never say never when it's the fight of our lives. There's things left to say without being volatile. Baby, won't you just stay for a little while? Thousands of miles between us, but I swear I still hear you. Hear me calling, listening for you, baby, for your heart.
Yo, DSJ is in the building. The hip hop sensation, the R&B sensation. DSJ is in the building.
He's so trash, yo. God, I can't stand that.
Man,
dude.
that was a dope song, man. That song
Hey,
was
when
dope.
he hit that note, they go in there and hit the. He hit the falsetto, and then he because you doing your own backgrounds on it too, right? DSJ?
Yeah, that's all me. Yeah,
that's nice, man.
I was like, damn, he hit the falsetto and some other stuff, but then I was like, wait a minute, he had a Brian McKnight feel to this.
Word.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Like I said, when I tell this story a couple of times, right? But I don't mind, sharing. When I wrote this song, I wrote it in minds of kind of the lofty ambition was to sell it to Usher. I wanted to give it that like let it burn feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I could talk about the starts of relationships, but I never talk about the ending of one. So I figured let's take a stab at it and go this route. So that's kind of how the song came about.
Man, you thought it was to me it sounds like a Neo album cut. that should be a single.
Dope,
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I think it sounds like, to me, I think it's a smash. I think you sitting on dynamite, bro. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I think you sitting on dynamite, man, with this joint.
I was still thinking about that other track, my other favorite track he got of DSJ, No Sleep to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's that, man. That is my cut right there, yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yo, Freeze, you got that?
What, this? Yeah, talking about this lady right here? No, that lady too old to be Mocha.
Nah, man.
That ain't Mo.
Hey,
A
yo, you
little great.
wildin'. You
Yeah.
wildin'. You wildin'.
And
I'm
Mo,
talking about Don't Sleep to Brooklyn, man.
no,
Stop
and
playing.
Mo looks like if y'all want to do Mo ain't gonna never get on camera because she camera shy, but imagine a short version of Monica McNutt, maybe a little bit darker than Monica McNutt. That's Mo.
Oh, hey, man, Monica
Yeah,
McNutt.
just a
Boy.
smaller, like a shrunk down version of Monica
Man, oh,
McNutt,
man.
but maybe a little bit. Just sprinkle in some instead of like, you know how Monica McNutt is a cutie, but she like a athletic cutie.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine
Mm-hmm.
a Erica Badu type cutie,
Okay.
right?
That's what's
Like,
up.
yo, I found this cookie recipe. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try it. You know, I'm like, really? Really? You know what I'm saying? Like Mo was
Mm.
like, yo, you got a milk dud head. Put a hat on. Yes, ma'am.
First of all, Shorty right here look good, man. For her age and everything, that's nice right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's real nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
boy, I know
So,
you get the bomb breakfast.
And you
yeah,
gonna
me.
get the bomb breakfast, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yo, sometimes I be eating, bro. Sometimes, man, I be eating like eggs Benedict. When y'all be arguing about Tom Thibodeau rotations, bro, I be eating eggs Benedict.
Don't
Yeah,
forget
I be
them.
eating, you know what I'm saying, with a little sauce on the eggs or whatever. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, yo,
yeah.
yeah,
That lady look like
when
she
Mets
could
be
heat up a
raging,
good breakfast burrito.
yeah,
Hmm.
man, yeah, man.
Listen, I'll take a
Homemade.
Shorty down right here too. Okay. Hmm. Anyway, man. Anyway, I ain't talking about these two little girls right here. I'm talking about Shorty that came before them. It wasn't that.
So
Yeah,
so
but
let me get back.
yeah.
Let me get to the topic at hand with DSJ because DSJ and I had this thing that we started last night, right? We talked about the dating scene, and y'all missed it, bro. That was a perfect conversation for y'all, man. But
Hmm.
for one reason or another, I didn't schedule it right. But water under the bridge is water under the bridge,
Hmm.
right? But last night we were talking about dating and how cool you have to be on a dating scene and
Mm-hmm.
how when you're dating, whether you're married, in a relationship, single, not looking to mingle, however, when you go on dates, you
Yeah,
have to
I'll take a
step
big
your
girl
game.
down. I'm sorry, I'll take a
Right,
big girl down. I'm chopping
right,
her.
right, right. But
Yeah.
then the thing is once you get into a relationship, what do you do with it? Like a dog chasing a car. When a dog catch the car, what is he gonna do with it? He can't eat it and he can't drive it. So what is he gonna do with it?
You're
You
gonna
know what
keep
I'm saying?
biting on it,
Pee on
Yeah.
it.
gnaw on it.
You pull a
Yeah,
R. Kelly.
basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
He said, pull
when
out
it comes
Kelly.
to relationships, when it comes to relationships, once you get one, what do you do with it? Is it fragile like a little birdie that you holding in your hand? If you squeeze it too hard, you'll kill it, or if you don't get squeeze it just enough, it'll fly away. Like DSJ. When it comes to relationships with a significant other, how should one approach the relationship?
Like a plant.
Very difficult
You
question. But
you want to treat it. You know what I'm saying? You want to water it. You want to nurture it. Want to watch what it blooms into. Um, if it means something to you, want to make sure that you cut off the dead leaves and stuff like that. Um, you want to preserve it as much as possible. So you know you do all the little things that you do all the little things in terms of remembering the specifics that made her choose you.
oh
So
boy,
so if you're you know what I'm saying, if it's about, you know what I'm saying, the
Willie
flowers
Hutch,
and candy, huh?
like Willie Hutch.
Oh
Willie
yeah,
Hutch. Wow.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to him too.
you were there when nobody else was in my corner.
Hmm.
How do you know when it's time to get into a relationship?
Um, really, I think that depends on the initial feeling. Like the signs will always be there in terms of the courting of a woman, right? So I mean, it could be like the phone conversations. It could be multiple dates. Um, And again, just that feeling, like, you know what, like I want to be serious with this person. Like I don't want to really see what's out there anymore at this particular time. Let me see what this could become, because again, when you can't stop thinking about this person, when you want to spend as much possible time, on your hands that you can with this person, that's the time when you start looking at it from, yeah, I would like to see what this becomes if we were exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying when you pull a Damian Dane exclusive, what's that?
Yeah, listen, at that point, when, like I said, when you start becoming more entrenched in this one person,
Yeah.
then the social living, like social lifestyle and stuff like that, hanging out, kicking it with the fellas, prioritizing her over other things, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, you start looking at it from the aspect of, let's give this a shot. Let's see what this can become if we just became a one-on-one situation.
It's like when yeah, I see what you're saying. You're not hanging with the fellas, and it interferes with your gym time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she cooked for you, and it is different. You be like, well, damn, the macaroni and cheese is a little extra cheesy this time.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I get the big piece of chicken.
Mm-hmm. Man of the house, kid. Yo, you. Yeah. So I'm sorry.
No, I'm done.
I was I'm okay. So I don't want to speak for you guys. I'll speak to my experiences, and again, like all of us are different. So if when I speak to y'all, man, I'm just sharing who I am. So some people are gonna think I'm a jerk, and some people are gonna think I'm a simp, depending on if you're Boys to Men or if you're a pimp named Slickback. When you hear what I say, one side or the other, you're gonna be on, right?
So on the Willie Dynamite.
Yeah, right. With me,
you don't have no vision, Willie.
Yeah, you don't have no vision, brother.
You don't have no vision, Willie.
This is Lamb.
Yeah, right.
So
Exactly.
with
yo,
me,
well, who played? I'm sorry. Who played Willie Dynamite? Come on, y'all.
Are you talking about the Colonel from a different world?
No.
Glenn Turman.
No.
No.
No. You talking
Willie
about
Dynamite.
Gordon?
Yeah.
Gordon
Nah,
from
Roscoe
Sesame
Orman.
Gordon from Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Roscoe Orman.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Back when Sesame
not to
Street
cut you
was
off.
black, when Sesame Street was extra black, but some of y'all might not be old enough to remember.
Extra
Street
crispy
used to
black.
be extra black one time. But anyway,
Sorry,
staying on the topic. Staying on the topic. Like when it comes to me and like the relationship choosing aspect of it, I always felt like, and this is me, and I know I'm gonna be judged, but try to judge me as a man and not as a somebody that you don't know, right?
Pimp?
Name Slickback, yeah.
Okay.
So with me, I always felt like if I was gonna stop to holler, you had to be a dime, right? And I'm not talking about like a hood dime or a suburban dime, you know what I'm saying, or nothing like that. I'm talking about like, you had to be like the one that everybody acknowledges as like the one, right? And to be honest with you, with that mindset, you get shot down a lot, right? Like, Uncle Freezy, who was that? I'm like, yo, yeah, but this is like my thing is like the neighborhood is littered with cuties, right? Every neighborhood you go to is gonna have some cuties in it. right? Depending on what you like. But I always felt like as a young man, as like ever since I was like a little boy, that was no fun to me. Just getting a cutie, just somebody to hang out with. Like, I need in around the way, girl. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody had those, right? Everybody had like the chick in their neighborhood. Everybody dated a chick named Keisha, right? Like she a cutie, she round the way. She a little sassy, a little sultry at the same time, but she a good girl. Maybe she went to St. Peter's Catholic school or something, and perfect Boys in the Hood. The girl that lived across the street from Trey. What's her? I forgot. Y'all know her name.
Nia Long.
No, her character name.
Who?
Her character name.
Brandy, I think it was Brandy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Brandy.
Brandy. Nia Long.
Yeah, so every neighborhood had like that one right there who was like a cutie, right? And so everybody wanted to have that cutie, but with me since like an early age, I came up in an era of Lady Sings the Blues, right? And the James Earl Jones movies. Like if you saw the Jack Johnson movie with James Earl Jones, I forget the name of it, but with that, it was like the coolest motherfucker on the earth got the best chick, right? And if you felt like you was the coolest dude on the planet, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't just holler at everybody. If you watched Billy D. Williams back in the day, he used to walk through a crowd of ladies to get to Diana Ross, right? And depending on your perception of who Diana Ross is, it's not how pretty she is, it's how they perceived her in the movie, right? And so I felt like that was like my game plan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with me, I didn't necessarily want just that chick. I wanted that lady. I wanted to get the one, right? I just wanted to get the one, right? Like if y'all remember when Lisa and Cult Jam came out, and the Puerto Rican chick started wearing the hair over the one that everybody was trying to holler at, right? Maybe she was 12 or 13 and you was like 10, and all the 14-year-old dudes was over there, and they're like, "Shorty, what you doing over here trying to holler? What's wrong with you? You mannish as hell." And you look at them like, "Yo, I'm a grown man, dog." You know what I'm saying? You 10 years old. Yo, y'all trying to holler, I'm trying to holler too. That has always been my thing. Now, is that an arrogance? I don't think so, bro. I think that is for somebody that had went through a lot. I think that's a supreme confidence in yourself, right? It's like just I always felt like I just got to holler at the finest one, and to me, that's where the relationship building starts. Like, do I ever have to ask you to dress up to go somewhere? Like, hey, should we go to the what's the name? Oh yeah. She already straight. You know what I'm saying? She already know the vibe. She already gonna be ready, all that stuff. Right. And let me ask this. In a relationship, is that something that y'all look forward to? Or do y'all look for somebody just to off the rip to connect with you on an emotional level?
I always say you got to be physically attracted to somebody for you to even want to approach them, right? So
yeah, true.
I think when it comes down to it, I think everybody's in search of their dime,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Now again, that could be a specific thing. Some people, you know what I'm saying, can find the diamond in anything. Some people are very, you know what I'm saying, very meticulous and have standards and have a criteria of what they're looking for specifically, right? But I think overall, yeah, everybody's looking for that dime, that one that they can feel comfortable showing off. And to a degree, yeah, they want that validation. They want that, oh, that's you? Oh, that's your shorty? Oh, you pulled that? You want those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, to a certain extent. I mean, I like that. When I'm sorry, I don't know, it might sound different because I don't got my earplugs on. I'm in the kitchen, but nah, I like what you said. Freezy is spot on point. I definitely want the finest female in the pack. You know what I mean? So when I come around, it's not that I'm looking for the accolades or the enjoyment of it. It's that I know for myself, and I might be saying I'm being selfish with that.
Nah, me too.
I want to pull the best shorty in the building. You know what I'm saying? To satisfy myself to know I still got it. I'm 50 years old. I'm 50 years old, dude, and I'm loving life right now.
Right.
So when I go to the club or I go to wherever I'm going to, and females say, "Oh, you smell so good," you damn dude, you know what I'm saying? And you when I roll up with the GMC, yeah, right, you know what I'm saying? I step off, okay, I know Freezy got things about Tim's, but when I come out with my Tim's, and it depends how you wear it. I don't wear it like a young man. I wear it like a man of a certain age. And they know, okay, he been around, but he got some charisma, he got some style with him and stuff like that, and females like that. I don't want no young girls. I don't want nobody.
I don't have nothing against Tim's if it's a blizzard outside, bro. I'm perfect with Tim's.
See, it always got to be a blizzard to wear Tim's. But anyway, ACGs or anyway, my shoe collection, whatever. So anyway,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? But if you step off, if you step right to a certain degree, a female gonna see what kind of debonair kind of guy that you are. You know what I mean? You're a man of distinction and whatnot. You know what I mean? You distinguish and stuff like that. So the way you walk, the way you prop yourself up, the way you handle yourself and how you hold your head, gonna make a sexy woman gravitate to you. You ain't even gotta say no words. She's gonna gravitate to you anyway because she want to see, this dude is mysterious. And whatnot. I need to see what's going on.
See what you talking about.
Right.
But see, again, what you're saying is validating exactly what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking for the 7s and the 8s. You're looking for the dimes. You're looking for those that'll validate that you got it. That you nice with it. You see what I'm saying?
15s and stuff like that.
Right.
You looking for those that might even be above, you know what I'm saying, your standards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you might sit here and say, you know what, I'm looking for the Halle Berry type, right? You might walk out, you know what I'm saying, with the Independence Day Vivica Fox.
There you go, DSJ. Word.
See what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of what everybody's looking for. They're looking for that jet centerfold.
Yeah.
Ooh, centerfold of the week. Oh man.
Yeah. You looking for that. That's naturally, I think that's naturally how we all, you know what I'm saying? And again, everybody's not going to see it that way. So this is a personal viewing of who you're, you know what I'm saying, what a dime is to you, right? So for instance, okay, Bully, you know what I'm saying, your dime is a Jill Scott, right?
Yeah, word. I said it.
So, yeah, man, I'm right there with you, Bully. I'm right there with you.
That's a 50
I don't care.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like for me, you know what I'm saying, mine might be like, you know, like me and Ribby might be on some old, I want an IG model.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, me and Soulfinger, man, we rocking, homeboy.
Yeah, Soulfinger might like, you know what I'm saying, Soulfinger might like an actress type, you know what I'm saying? He might see
give me an Angela Bassett type.
Hey, word. There you go.
Now these are all dimes. Again, different shapes, different sizes, and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, that's a dime that you see, that you feel like if you walked around with them, no matter where you are in the world, anywhere in the world, USA, that you will be validated.
That's right. That's my baby.
Man,
that's right.
Walking with them by your side.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Did you see Black Dynamite 2 with Jill Scott in it? I mean, it's not called Black Dynamite 2. It's called
You talking about the Western joint?
Yeah, the Western joint.
I hadn't seen that yet.
It's a funny movie. It started off slow, but it's nice. Jill Scott up in there, boy. I'll tell you right now. Yeah,
boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look, man, I was watching. Why you think I was all up on that Black Lightning?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
That's all right, Freezy. You cool? Don't worry about it, dog. I'll handle it. Me and Soul handle it. I got it. We got it.
I got you. I got you.
You know,
And
I like them from the Jill Scotts to the Angela Bassett, the Lynn
Yeah,
Whitfields.
yeah.
see,
That's what
let's
I'm
see
talking about.
Lynn Whitfield, right? So Lynn Whitfield at her age, she's got a sultry sophistication that makes you
That's a woman
yeah, like when I holler, I gotta step my game all the way up.
Hold on,
all the
you
way up.
talking about
I could
A
do
thin
bad.
line
I mean,
between love and
then
hate.
love
Yeah.
and hate. Yeah.
oh,
Mhm.
okay. That okay.
Yeah.
You can tell she if you don't get listen,
Nah,
hey
you
yo,
gotta
Ribby.
step yes up.
Yeah, you gotta step it all the way up. If you don't get it right, son, it's a wrap, kid.
But
Is she crazy?
yeah, but the thing about it is when and I'm not saying this because I know Mo friends be in the bushes. You're right. He's dead. Right. What I'm saying is if we were in a different universe, right? If we were in a different universe, Lynn Whitfield, when she see me, she already know that I'm not coming to her with no games in mind. Right? Like for those that have been around me for a little time, y'all know I laugh and joke and I like to be the life of the party or whatever. But when I lock in on something, bro, I'm good. Right?
Okay.
Like you ain't got to tell me like Bully will tell you, yo, when he say he gonna do something, bro, he be on it like a dog on a bone, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Like Glenn Whitfield in the spot and say Idris Elba swoop up my lady and I'm single now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, yo, it's like what I told a girl on a bus stop one time. Yo, we was standing there waiting on the bus, the number 9, to go to Communipol. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, yo, what you want? And I was like, yo, I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag, and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. And so when people hear that, they're like, yo, that sound familiar. But what they don't get is at the end of that verse, guess what LL says? Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why I said that, because all this stuff match. I just said that all right off the top of the dome. Right off the top of the dome. I think you get basically what I'm getting at is DSJ, let me ask you. Is there a difference between game and being charismatic?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
So charisma is a natural response, right?
Right.
Game is more rehearsed. Game is more
I think game is more
specifically
freestyle.
tailored towards a question
I
from a woman.
I don't know. I
cut you
think
off.
game is freestyle, man. Freestyle,
Yeah,
like you just coming off the dome, like you just
Facts.
you doing darts, you doing your most clever, witty, unpredictable lines at this female. See, that was Wu-Tang, catch that. But yeah, you doing darts at her and stuff like that. And whatever she catch, you gonna reel it in. You gonna reel it in.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if it works one time, do you try it one more time until it doesn't work?
All right, no, say that one more again.
If you try it once and it works, do you try it until it doesn't?
If I try it one time and it works, no, I don't try it again. No, now I use my charisma. Now I'm about to load her ass to sleep.
No, I'm not speaking about the same one. I'm talking about once you like, let's say that works on Renee. You try that with Keisha. You try that with Pamela, Tanisha.
No.
You don't do that. Right.
Everyone got different. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So if I like Renee and if I throw that dart at Renee or freestyle if I freestyle Renee or try to be a player to her and she feed into me and I know I like her, I'm done with it. I'm cool. Me and Renee, we rocking. Now, anything that happened between me and Renee throughout the months or years, then we break up. Then I'm gonna use the same tactic on the next lady. But if I got her, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm not gonna try to be a player.
You would use the same thing until it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, technically, yeah. Okay.
Game.
I get where you're going. Yeah.
That's game. Charisma is natural. Charisma is something that you do with whoever. Like, it doesn't even matter, male or female. It's still gonna be the same level of character. It's still gonna be the same level of cool, right? So nothing changes. So me and you, as we talking right now, Bully, right? My trolling could be charismatic to some, right? and it's just who I am. Like, naturally, that's just who I am.
Right.
A woman to come about, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, it's me. It could be like standing the way I'm leaning into her, you know what I'm saying, conversing, you know what I'm saying, with her and all that stuff. Things that I'm saying to her. That's game, because I'm tailoring it specifically with a goal in mind. Charisma is just who you are naturally.
Okay. All right. What I'm gonna say is I don't know if I'm the most charismatic person, right? But the thing is I don't have that ladies fear factor. If you find, in my eyes, so what? Right? If you find, in my eyes, so what, in a sense that I understand that you find, right? But I understand, just like men view ladies as fine, women view men as fine also.
Exactly.
Right. So I don't get caught up in that one-way street thing. Right. I don't get caught up in that. Right. What I will get caught up in is the moment. Right. Like this, and I probably tell this story. I told this story one time. I think Soulfinger is the one that I think I told the story to, because Soulfinger understands. Soulfinger is from the boot, so when I tell the story about the boot, he understands where I'm going with it. I had one of my homeboys with me. We was going to Texas, right? We was in Louisiana going to Texas. We stopped at this gas station, and on the pumps are, we pull in this way, and they pull in on the other side of the pump coming this way, right? So I get out the car, I hear them laughing, and it looks like, y'all remember that R&B group Jade?
Yes, Lord.
Nobody. Okay, just okay,
yes, Lord.
Yeah. So on my side, I'm looking over the passenger seat, my homeboy right here, the passenger seat, and it looks like Jade is getting out of the car on the other side, right? And I'm like, oh my God, bro. I can't believe these girls are so fine. My homeboy locks up and get nervous. Oh shit! What are fine girls doing out 2:00 in the morning? Relax, bro. Relax. Don't overthink it. Yo, don't get weird, bro. Right? You know how your homeboy was like, man, Janet Jackson, I'll get Janet. All I need is 30 seconds and a breath mint, and Janet to be my wife. Like the dudes that talk like that. Mm-hmm. And then when the ladies come around, they be like, they sound like Shaba, because they can't talk.
Mm-hmm. You know, they're so quiet, or they're so quiet you hear a mouse pissing on cotton in church.
Yes. So the ladies get out of the car, right? They go in the store, right? I'm trying to pump the gas first, and brain fart. I'm trying to pump the gas first and then go pay. But I forgot it's the middle of the night. So you got to go in the store and then pay and then come out and get your gas. You know what I'm saying? It's reasonable, whatever. I just having a brain fart, right? So they go in the store and they hold the door for my homeboy, and he stopped short, and the girl looked like, and she just let the door go, and I catch the door. I'm like, dang, that's how y'all do us down here? And she looked at me and laughed like, dude, y'all like what? And I'm like, man, y'all ladies are mad disrespectful to the men, man. Where the ladies at? with the ladies, and this just us joking around, like me joking around with a stranger. Y'all know how we are with strangers. You know what I'm saying? Soul Finger, DSJ, both of y'all too. When we get ready, it's personality, like, you know, having fun or whatever. My man is so nervous. King Ribby, this dude legit goes in the store and buys a strawberry milk and a chocolate milk.
Shit, strawberry chocolate.
Now, mind you, we on the road driving to Texas, right? We on the road driving to Texas. We got like 3 months. Why the hell you buying chocolate milk, bro? No, we gonna be on the road for 3. Your stomach gonna be fucked in the middle of the night. So anyways, what I'm saying is like charismatic to me, in my opinion, right? Is being like having that flowing energy, that flowing positive energy that anybody can accept, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because some people don't like that positive, you know what I'm saying, that overly positive stuff, because they come from different places. You got to treat them different. You got to understand that. Like, some hood chicks don't like, you know what I'm saying, overt charisma. Some hood chicks like hood dudes. They like the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Some of us we come from the struggle, but we're not trying to drag that energy through our entire life. Right? You know, come from the struggle, whatever. Let the struggle be in the past, man. I used to be in the struggle. I ain't in the struggle no more. I ain't got no point to prove to nobody. Right? But my man, King Ribby, you know what he does with his chocolate milk? While I'm pumping the gas, he got his chocolate milk sitting on the hood of the car.
Hot ass car.
We've been driving for 2 hours. You know how you pull up you turn your car off and you can still hear the all pan. You can hear that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he got his chocolate milk sitting on top of that. And the ladies, it's about 4 of them and the 2 of us. And I'm like, yo, I'm ready to holler. I'm ready to holler at that light one right there, man. And she gonna be Miss Uncle Freezy tonight. And he like, yo, but we in the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, yo, are they fine? He like, yeah, they fine as a motherfucker. But we in the middle of nowhere. You gonna trust them? Relax, calm down, bro. Calm down. But we in the woods, man. We in the backwoods of Louisiana. And Soul Finger, I don't know if you ever been in the backwoods of Louisiana, but that shit can be intimidating sometimes.
Oh no, it can, bro. Look, let me tell you. Yes, sir. I know what you mean. You know, and it's dark. Hey, you ain't never known darkness until you've been in them backwoods of the boot.
Yes.
That's a different kind. That's a different kind of black. And every little sound echoes.
Every little sound could be one thing or another.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, man. So, but my thing is, I'm not gonna finish telling that story because that's a story for another day. But when it comes to relationships, though, can you have that easy energy where you can, you know, express how you feel to a lady without being creepy? I don't know if men have that. Men are awkward, bro. Right? Ladies see us one way and men act another way.
I would say it depends on the woman. Because not every woman you can open up and just be, you know, if you can't open all the way up to it, if you can't open up and talk to that woman about certain things, then that ain't the one you to be rocking with anyway. So it really depends on the woman. So if you comfortable enough to open up. Because like I said, we all guarded and everything. I ain't gonna lie, before I open up somebody, I'm guarded harder than Fort Knox. I ain't gonna let you into my inner
right. And I'm gonna help you, and I'm gonna be your man's too. I'm gonna be. Hey, listen, I consider Soul Finger like beyond my friend, right? I consider Soul Finger to be my brother for a number of reasons. That's just outside of this conversation, right? I consider Soul Finger has told me some stuff that makes me laugh even when I'm by myself, bro. Right? Like Soul Finger has told me some stuff this year and last year and the year before last that even, and like I was legit outside the other day doing yard work, just throwing stuff in a dumpster, and I'm laughing at Soul Finger talking about man's laughter. You know what I'm saying? Man's laughter, bro. I'm legit at a dumpster by myself giggling, bro.
Hey, and then I'm telling you,
the craziest things you go to jail for, right?
I'm telling you,
Right,
crazy
right,
thing. Man's laughter.
right. So
Man got 15 to life for laughing.
for laughing. So Soulfinger know where I'm coming from. Like if that's how Soulfinger is, like when we together, I understand how he is. You know what I'm saying? So as his friend, I'm calling him beyond my friend, right? Right. I don't need nothing in exchange. Soulfinger, don't send me nothing. Don't send me no text. Yo, that was nah, man. Just you know what I'm saying? I consider this man beyond my friend, right? But if I know he's like that, right, I'm gonna be like that in every situation we in, right? Every situation
Mm-hmm.
we in, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's my man's right there. That's my dog right there. You know what I'm saying? Like so with this dude, we in the military together, so we kind of friendly. We friend like Sophie, you know how you be in the military and you be friendly
Mm-hmm.
with some dudes, but
Yeah,
some
yeah,
of it is just because the time is right. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Y'all say both of y'all are from the same place and y'all stationed in another place across the world or
Mm-hmm.
across the nation or whatever. Me and this dude, I'm leaning on their car. I mean, I'm mad comfortable, bro. I got their back seat open. I'm leaning in their car, right? I got my man pumping their gas. I'm like, yo, don't just stand there, pump their gas. Man, I ain't pumping their gas for hey. Because I already know what he gonna say. I ain't pumping the gas for these bitches in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, relax, bro. Hey, don't say, don't say that, man. Just pump the
You about
damn
to
car.
blow up the spot, bro. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah. But anyway, the thing I'm getting at is like the approach to a relationship. I think we have all have a different vibe to it. Like when it comes to relationships, do you have that easy flowing energy where you can connect with that person and make the relationship building easy, or do you have obstacles in your way or baggage that makes entering into a new relationship difficult? And if you do you understand that you do and are working on it? Because if you don't understand that you have baggage and are working on it, no matter who you talk to, everything is going to be a challenge.
Yep. I mean, I can only speak for myself. There was a time, when I was out there and I met this one. So I was, it was so I was going to a little get together over at Dave and Buster's out here, and I happened to, and it was my homeboy, his wife, his ex-wife, now ex-wife, and my ex-girl was real tight with her. So, and we had recently broke up. So I think me and her had been split for about the last 4 months or so, something like that. So, and I was out there just doing me. So I'm walking into Dave and Buster's and I see it was three of them. But what caught my eye was the tall chocolate one. I was like, oh, hey, what's happening with this right here?
Hey, Monica McNutt.
Yeah. So, actually I was, well, I was leaving. I was leaving because I was going to
Hey,
meet
Cheryl Swoops.
I was going to meet my boys, my other partners at this other spot. It was getting ready to get into some stuff. And I was walking out, they were going into Dave and Buster's. And all of them, I was like, I did I bust a U-turn. I like, hey, holler at her real quick. I got to, pop off the top of the dome, got a number real fast, and I got that math rolled on. So, me and her chopping it up and everything, and we got to talking and stuff. And I just came out and told her, so look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I'm damaged goods. And she's like, because she was telling me, like, I just got a relationship. I don't know. I said, that's cool. I said, I'll be honest with you too. I'm damaged goods.
Right,
I ain't trying to jump back into nothing. I'm just doing me right now. She's like, I
right,
appreciate that. I said, I appreciate you, and just let things go the way it go. Because I feel like if you're gonna be, instead of it's too much energy wasted when you're trying to run game or you telling them this and you doing that. And see, I'm lazy. I'm lazy. It's just too much energy, man. I ain't got time for all that. So
right.
I'm more of a direct to it. Let them know. But I think if you in that situation, like I was saying, Freeze, I let it be known. You let them know that you damaged goods or whatever. And if they want to keep rocking with you, then they give them the choice. You know,
Right.
and then the relationship can grow from there. Because like I said, if you work yourself through your shit, and then you come out on the other end, they come out. You never know how things can go. I mean, me and her didn't wind up, but I went a whole another way because
Right.
that night I was damn. That night I was meeting a few. Damn, I
Right.
did meet a few that night. Damn. Man, them dope
Right.
shots from the coke was on fire that night. Damn.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I I'm interested to see what DSJ think. DSJ, what do you think is is the entry into a relationship more difficult than we make it, or is the entry in a relationship easier than we anticipate?
Personally, I think it's easier than we anticipate, just because of the fact that again, it's about getting to know each other,
Right.
taking a chance on each other, um, and again, we're always putting our best foot forward in terms of communication.
Okay.
So I think with that in mind, I think that we have that. I think it's easier to communicate entry level into a relationship. I think in terms of continuing the relationship, that's when you start to see the obstacles, and that's when you start to see, okay, well, here's where the work begins, right? Because
Right.
once you get into the beginning stages of it, or as they call it, the honeymoon phase of it,
Yeah.
everything's supposed to be good. Everything's supposed to
Right.
be easy going,
Right.
smooth flowing. You know what I'm saying? So
I always felt like that. I always felt like the honeymoon phase of relationship is a trap. And DSJ, I'm not trying to disagree with you because I think you're right. But from my experience, the honeymoon phase has always been a trap because in the honeymoon phase, we ignore a lot of warning signs
Yep.
just to keep the peace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
absolutely.
And I think that's one of those things that, you know, if you know, if it was just a thing where we could talk it out, right? And I'm not talking about pillow talk, right? And I'm not talking about candlelight and you type situation, right? I think part of how you keep a relationship on steady ground is by communicating in a non-malicious way. And the
No, you
reason
said, oh, my bad, Freeze.
Oh, I was going to say in a non-malicious way. And the reason why I say it that way is because some of us, our only way to communicate with each other and share our feelings is if we're arguing. Right?
True.
Like you don't know what pent up frustration is with somebody until they are just angry and they just letting everything out.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You said
Is that
key word,
have
though.
y'all encountered that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna say, you said a key word, communication. That's the big deal right there, man.
Right.
Without communication, you're done. And you got to know. I mean, and people think communication you just talking, but you got to be able to receive the info. You can't just give them information. You got to be able to receive the information, process it. You need to not just listen, but hear what the person is saying. Excuse me.
Right.
That's where a lot of things go wrong. For most, it's not a process that many can do right off. It takes time because, like you said, the honeymoon. Sometimes in some situations, the honeymoon phase masks a lot of issues that you just overlook because you're so happy. You like this person you've been thinking about and all like that. Y'all finally got together, and you're doing all kinds of stuff and this, but it's little things that you've seen that down the line is going to irk you, but you don't never say anything until those little things is going from a little a little dirt pebble to now it's a whole hill of dirt,
Yeah.
dirt mile.
Yeah.
You didn't address the situation, and then now y'all going back and forth. Like you're dealing with Clubber Lang, so that's just one of the things you got to deal with. You got to be able to communicate. You got to be able to get your point.
Give me a chance, chump. You ain't no champ. You remember that? Yeah. You're no champ.
Ain't no, hey, listen, don't tell Adrian what a real man looks like in front of Rocky now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not even gonna hold you. I love the direction that y'all are taking the conversation. I want to ask King Ribby though. King Ribby is older than all of us. King Ribby, how you feel about what we saying, bro? Oh boy, the old man must have conked out. Oh, there he is.
I ain't older than all y'all. What the hell? I'm
Yep.
probably the youngest.
We 50, huh?
I'm probably the youngest.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Bruh,
Can you give us some
that's the
advice, though?
fastest reaction. That's the fastest reaction I've ever heard.
Yo, Brooklyn. Yo, cats from Brooklyn always be lying about the age, bro. You just don't know.
You know,
Oh
yo,
my
son.
God.
Hey, yo, son. I'm 65. What you talking about, son?
Yeah,
I'm
you know,
30,
I'm
about to be
I'm 81.
31.
Yeah, man.
How old are
Yeah.
you, Ruby?
Yes.
How old are you? Said 31.
I said I'm 30, about to be 31 in
Yeah,
March.
man. Yeah.
March 10th.
Blessings.
Blessing.
Well, that's what's up.
And hey, that's a blessing, man. My oldest is 31.
Yeah, man.
See? It's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
King,
hey,
young king.
Yes,
young
indeed.
king. Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
See?
Oh, but yo, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. It's gonna seem like a twist of lime for this conversation, but it's actually not. So King Ribby, in today's Brooklyn, does it pay to be open and charismatic, or do you have to still step with the facade, right? Do you have to like to yell at the chicks? Yo, shorty, what's happening? Is that what it is? Like you can't holler at nobody that don't have on Uggs. If they don't have on Uggs, they're not worthy.
I mean, it's not that, but it's so much. It's like social media
Right.
to the point where it's like you could just it's not it's you don't even like have to go outside no more to like get a female. To be honest, you just go on the internet. You get what I'm saying, and just Facebook or stuff like that. Follow them, things like that, and then they become your friend. They meet up with you and stuff like that, and then what goes on from there goes on. It's not like no, how can I say? Basically it's like with I guess with
Is that
y'all,
with young
yeah,
women? Let's just clarify. Is that with young women or all women? And I'm saying in general terms, because I know we can't speak for all or some. I'm just talking about in general.
I would say women in the age range of 18 to 40.
Okay.
And then after that, I guess that's when they're old enough to the adults like seniors, not seniors, but no more than the younger ones, because I know like my cousin, she's 35 and she still act like she's like 17.
Right.
And it's like you got kids, but it's like you just that life is just still there, but
Right.
you're not trying to tend to what you need to be tending to.
Right. Right.
So
Is
All
that
right,
is
Ruby.
that
So how
because
many
of the
times?
environment, or is that because of her personality?
that's because of her personality, because she could change that in within a hand movement, but she just not trying to for some reason.
Okay.
All right, so Ruby, how many pics you gotta like for her to slide in your
I
DMs
don't.
as opposed to?
First of all, let's just hit me out. I was a party promoter. I never in my life like no girl picture, no nothing. I got all the attention. No, like I've never been this, no nothing. Like it's just for some reason, I've been him for some reason. I don't know how.
Right. And shout
I
out to
guess
the
Because you get
promoters.
sturdy.
I guess
Listen,
because party promoting.
that's because you get sturdy. When you get on the dance floor, you get sturdy, man. Just chicks be like, yo, you see how he be kicking that
Saying,
leg out? Yo, that's him right there.
He
stinky leg.
trolling.
Yeah.
He trolling. Roy. But not and shout out to everybody that promote parties too, man, because that's hard, bro. It's hard. It's all a bunch of unnecessary stress. Like everybody want to be down, nobody want to do work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody promoting parties and doing all that dirty work behind the scenes to make sure that everybody who pay come and have a good time. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out for people that know how to put parties together and things like that. I used to do that like a long time ago. I used to do that a minute ago. And I hear it's even harder now than when I used to do it. You know what I'm saying?
The income is way more. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, you get a bang for your buck.
Yeah. It's definitely worth it. But what I would say is this to the ladies. I watched these videos where dudes are trying to holler, like dudes are like, "Hey, baby, how you doing? Yo, you got Cash App?"
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're like, "Damn, I ain't even got you. You can't talk to me unless you got Cash App."
Yo, nah, but Freezy, not to cut you off, that's how the new wave is nowadays. Like you can't well, all right. It's the lame men, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, because the popular people, they don't get that type of treatment. It's you know what I'm saying, that they females that they know that they could do that because they know they're gonna get that from. And
right.
90, I'm not even gonna lie, I guess like a good 80 to 85% of guys pay or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know why, but it's like it's this new era where it's like you gotta pay to like a girl or something like that. Like, no, I never grew up like that. But it's like nowadays it's like you got to have that money or nothing. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
I never grew up in that
because
era.
it's a lot of things.
Yo.
A lot of things go into it. Like no lie, I ain't even gonna hold you. Yo, women be paying for like these surgeries and stuff, like these makeover surgeries, and they be broke, bro. They be broke as those makeover surgeries are an investment for them.
Yo, because once they get that, it's lit.
Yeah,
it's lit.
And I'm like, yo, yeah, I need something natty. I need natty. You know what I'm saying? Even though, yo, I was Soulfinger. I was in Miami one time with my bosses. It was me and my boss. We were super cool, right? Because we were friends before the job, right? And then our boss, his direct boss, and my upline boss, who was cool with us because he a sports fan and he just like us, like jocks and all that stuff. And then his boss, who was a millionaire, right? His boss, who was a millionaire, older guy, very religious type guy, right? And then a bunch of investors and all these different things, right? Soulfinger, we was in the lobby of a Miami hotel. You know how the doors go open where you can walk into the lobby and the wind blow inside the lobby or whatever? This lady walked in. She was so perfect that we couldn't believe what we were seeing. And her dress was holding on for dear life as that breeze blew through the lobby. Bro, that dress was just like barely. Yo, if a feather touched that dress would have just blew off into somewhere. But Soulfinger, her body was so perfect everywhere. White girl, blonde hair. You know, she was perfect, Soulfinger. And you know what my boss said to me?
What did he say, Freeze?
that surgeon did an outstanding job. And then it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Every man in that lobby was like, holy, every man, me included. And I was with Mo. I had been married to Mo for like 20 years. And even me, I was like, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, my boss was like, man, that surgeon did an outstanding job. And then I remembered we were in Miami. South Beach Surgeries, bro. She probably ain't even have no business. No, she probably had no practical business in there. But her real business was to try to catch a millionaire. Because it was millionaires all over the place in that hotel. So King Ribby, yeah, I feel you on it. I feel you. And the whole trip down there, the whole time down there, bro, we was seeing like the mommies was out, bro. They was like, yo, if you've never seen a fine Cuban woman in real life, if you've never seen the fine mommies from the Bahamas, right? Like the what do they call them? I think they call them Bahamians. If you had never seen like the ones from the Bahamas, bro, the ones from bro, the Hawaiian chicks we saw in Miami, bro.
Man, look, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I done pulled into that joint many a times and seen some stuff over there in Hawaii, boy.
Ooh, right, and I'm not saying anything against the missus. The missus, no, I'm up front. Like I'm like Mo, what you want me to do? Turn my head when they walk by? So like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be disrespectful. I got you. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this. When he say that, when they the first thing they say is you got a Cash App? No, I'm sorry, baby. I don't do Cash App. I don't do Cash App.
I do.
I don't do Cash App relationships, man. I'm sorry.
I do.
Yeah, man. That's because you King Ribby though.
No, but you ain't getting it though. That's it.
Yeah, that's because you King Ribby. You
if you ain't my girl, you ain't getting it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. DSA, what you think about that, bro?
Hey, listen, I run that line that one of my favorite lines from Paid in Full. Yo, I'm broke, baby.
Yeah, man.
And normally see that laughing reaction. That's usually how I get them. I'm broke, baby.
Yeah, man. I don't know how you can exist in a real life scenario where you're transaction based and then into the relationship you want to get treated like a woman.
You know, that's wild though, you know, because you got to think about it. If any woman comes out right off the rip and said, "Hey, you got that Cash App," we already know what this party's about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Not to cut y'all off, it's crazy because like I ain't gonna lie, at least like 4 females done that to me. Like, yo,
right?
Like, the hell? Like, I'm not y'all husbands. Like, yo,
right. Yeah.
And see, that's what I tell them. I say, check it out. You ain't getting that now one of the 3 F's from me.
Right.
Well, at least, one of the 3 F's you can't get. You can you can get one, maybe 2, but you ain't gonna get that one when it comes to finance.
Nah.
You know, I'm not
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, I would, you know, I don't want to sit. I'm not going to use that language right now. Not going to use it on that, but you know, it's feeding. I already said finance, and then the other one where we already know I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that language tonight.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times it's wild, though, man, for a woman or anybody in general, not just a woman, anybody where you got that Cash App. What the hell?
Soul Finger, let me so stop it, bro. So Soul Finger, don't act like that, bro.
What?
Soul Finger, don't act like that, bro. Let me I'm gonna pause right here. I gotta tell Soul Finger off just real quick. And this is he beyond and he is beyond my brother. So I'm trying to keep it a stack with him. Soul Finger, you know good and well you done heard this before, bro. This ain't nothing new. The transaction is just different, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, the transaction is different. Come off from Cash App. Yeah, that is because back in the days, could you pay on these bills? What the hell?
Right. Yo, Sophie, you know good and well. You done heard a woman say, "Hey, baby, what's going on? Ain't nothing going on but the rent."
But the rent, yeah. I get that.
You got to have a job if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
That old thing. But I mean, now just to the point where they ain't talking about that. They want the Cash App, so they want that microwave money right now. Run that.
yeah, man.
I mean, and then too, when it comes down to that, because those jokers, they're already looking at what kind of car you drive. Oh no, I can't talk to you. You drive a Honda.
Is a fact. Yeah.
You drive a Honda. This ass only sits in Beamers. And
right.
You're like, what the hell? And it's real funny. It's just wild because I know in Freezy and DSJ, you can attest to this. Being in, cats get their little money, and the first thing they go buy a car.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, cats go buy a car they can't afford.
Yeah.
So they put their little money over there, sitting on their little money, or hey, let's go to the club. So everybody goes to the club with them, right? You going to the club, right? Or getting ready to go to the club, but see, before you go to the club, it's stipulation. Hey man, I need that gas money, man. So everybody jump in. But anyway, I always pitched in, but you got cats, they relying on other cats so they can go out. So you got this nice ass ride, that you can't afford, and now you want to go out. So you running up on everybody. Hey, listen, you want to roll out tonight, man? Yeah, let's go. All right. So when you get them in the car, hey, you got that gas money? That should be it should be automatic, but still, he's really betting on it. But when you get to the spot and you going out and you start meeting these joints, they see the ride you riding in, they automatically thinking, oh, he in the military or whatever. He got it like this. He balling out of control. He get paid on the 1st and 15th because they know the pay schedule.
Yep.
They know the pay better than you. What's your rank? Oh no, we talk about that later. Oh, what you mean we talk about that later? Because they want to know where you at. But anyway, they looking at you because you got this Beamer sitting out there in the parking lot of the club. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing you barely got 2 pennies to rub together.
Right.
So you got a lot of that.
Make it look good.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I mean, I used to see cats like that all the time.
Make it look good.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
so
man. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying you use material, and see the thing is when you use material things to try to get you a relationship, then you setting it up for failure.
That's a fact.
You got the honeymoon thing going right now, but the thing about it is it ain't gonna last because you already know this joker here is fraudulent, and excuse me, she's fraudulent, and you artificial. Right. You broke it in a joke.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's where it comes from. That place. I used to hear old timers say a thing, and I used to think it was so false when I heard it. And now that I'm in the same age as them when they were saying it to me, I think it's even worse. Older people used to say, "Fake it till you make it."
Mm-hmm.
Right. And what my advice for people is be yourself and be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Be yourself and be patient, man. You ain't gotta so for those that don't know, I tell a lot of stories about myself because to me it's the easier way to communicate who I am to the internet as opposed to me putting up these things and trying to explain to all the stuff that I've been through. Right. But there was a time when I was dating a lady who thought she was going to be Miss America. right? She had won the district Miss Texas, a regional Miss Texas beauty pageant, right? And she was going to the state finals to be Miss Texas, right? Long story short, she finished 4th. And the boxing event I was at, I finished 4th, I think. It was like a Gold Gloves run up thing. And if I had won, I would have qualified in the top 3. I could have been in the Gold Gloves thing for Texas, right? I lost, whatever. It happened. I wasn't good enough, right? But for her, she absolutely thought she was good enough. Since she was 4 years old, 3 years old, her parents was teaching her how to play the piano. When everybody was eating cheeseburgers and shit, she was working out. You know what I'm saying? And so this Texas run-up thing, her thing is, I'm going to be Miss Texas. I'm going to serve for 1.5 years. And then after I win Miss America, I'm going to try to be Miss Universe. This is her thing. So the Miss Texas thing, she lost. She came in 4th. When she heard her name, she collapsed on the floor, crying hysterically, right? Because she was like, they not better than me, Uncle Freezy. I don't know what they saw. They not better than me. I had all this stuff planned my whole life. My whole life was the run up to this, and I lost. What do I do now? And I was trying to tell her, you live. You try again, or you move on, but you live, right? I think she was 20 and I was 20, and I wanted to beat, at the time, I wanted to beat Mike Tyson so bad, right? I thought I was ready, but every time I tried to climb the ladder, I would lose. I just wasn't good enough, right? I was getting my face broken. Like, I got this orbital bone broken in my. I don't know if y'all can tell. The camera got me looking as handsome as ever, right? But I don't know if y'all can tell. Like, I have had broken bones around my eye sockets and stuff. All this stuff, trying to box. I'm confident. I still think I'm super handsome or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But jaw broken, like the hinge part where you don't have a complete wire, but they wire a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't good enough. I started in the game late. He started, the whole life was about this thing, right? And so with her, once she lost, she couldn't. What else was she gonna do with herself? I was like, yo, you live. You know what? Maybe we should go get a cheeseburger. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm supposed to be Miss America. And Sophie, you know what happened?
What's that?
I couldn't. I was emotionally. I should have been at a place where I should have supported her, but I wasn't. I was 20, right? And she was at a place at 20. At 20, where she should have recognized that she could have just finished up her college degree. You know what I'm saying? She's a beautiful chick, right? Flawless. And when I'm saying beautiful, I'm talking about around the world beautiful type chick. Symmetry, perfect, great hair, great eyes, great everything. You know what I'm saying? But she lost. In real life, nobody wins at everything. Right? In real life, or at least in my life, maybe y'all have won at everything. Maybe y'all have never had any setbacks. But in my life, I've lost a lot of times.
I got shot in the head. That's a setback.
Yeah, that's a yo.
That's a hell of a setback.
It's a blessing you still here.
Yeah, that's a hell of a setback. You know, it was just it's a hell of a setback. You know, you stubbed your toe, but you back in the mix.
Yeah, man. Like with me, I hadn't had anything like that, man. But I was in a car accident where I couldn't move my leg for 1 year, and I refused to use crutches or a walker. I would walk and lean on everything, but at 21 years old, I refused to use crutches or a walker when I could help it. Right? People, I still limp now. Like even then, I'm leaning to the side. Y'all see I'm leaning, like I'm always leaning to the side, right? It's because of stuff that I've been through. I'm not Yo, Uncle Sam had me at 6'5". I measured myself the other day. I'm like 6'4" and like 5'8" now. I'm like, am I shrinking? You know what I'm saying? So it's like none of us have had a perfect life or a charmed life except for her. Right? That was her first major setback. But you know what though? You know what? She was a beautiful person inside and out, super talented, right? Gymnast. Soulfinger. She like a 5'9" gymnast. When have you ever seen a lady 5'9" be a gymnast, bro?
Damn, that's Amazon.
Yeah.
Gymnast work.
Yeah, you 5'9" and you a gymnast and you be doing backflips and she showing you high school pictures where she on top of the cheerleading pyramid and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like she thought her life was about that, and then come to find out she got as far as she could go, and she lost. And to be honest with you, I hadn't heard from her since. We stayed together for about a month after that. After that, we just lost contact. I just couldn't take it. I just couldn't. DSJ, you know how we talked about the honeymoon period, about be upfront and all that stuff. You know, what is it is you is or is you ain't and all that stuff. Like some things you ignore. Like that right there, I just couldn't ignore it no more.
You ain't my baby.
You know, the troll in me
Hit you
when you
with
said
that
that
tongue
just
there.
made me think about my shattered dreams and broken hearts. But
Are
I
mending
don't know
on the
if our
shelf.
hearts bended over the shelf.
Yeah. 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 That's bro. That's DSJ. Listen, we cried together. I cried, she cried, we cried together. You know what I'm saying? And I cried. It was like an awkward cry, like you know the awkward cry, like what, like you ain't supposed to be crying, but the moment is like telling you that you should cry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know
So
how you
you,
be
so
at
you
the
definitely
funeral
OJ'd
and you
it.
be hungry, but everybody crying, and you like, hurry up, preacher. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I know
No,
we got bust hell wide open, bro. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't want to hijack the relationship thing, but the honeymoon thing, I think our approach to it sometimes sets us up for failure in the long run.
see, yeah, that honeymoon would do you in. The honeymoon phase would do you in. I mean, like I said, I went through the honeymoon phase with somebody before, and it was
Well,
little
I
things she
haven't.
said. She said, I heard what she said, but I didn't think nothing of it. And the thing about it was, she's like, yeah, because she already said that she doesn't, relationships don't, she normally not in relationships long or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
She had not to cut you off. She had a reason.
she's whatever, because she's just constantly moving or whatever.
Oh, okay, okay.
We were together for about 4 years, and
I'll
then
be
all
right
of a
back,
sudden,
y'all.
we were cool, and all of a sudden, we broke it off, and I'm like, what the hell? So, I was wondering, like, what the hell what went wrong? But then, I look back, you know what, she did tell me this, and I heard it in the back of my head, but I didn't think nothing of it, you know. I mean, but hell, I mean, shit. I mean, that was the best thing that happened anyway. So, you know,
Oh, for the both of
hell,
y'all.
well, for me,
Oh,
you know, I tell you that, and she sat up there. Well, this joint here got knocked up by some hood or whatever. Left her with a baby, and she didn't, hung the phone because hung up on her when she told she was pregnant. I'm like, oh, it's too bad, so sad. Ain't my problem. That sounds like a PP personal problem, you know. But you just it leaves that way. You see little things, I knew cats that dealt with stuff. I was like, yo, man, listen to what she's saying or how she moves. Look how she moves. You know this is not gonna be good. Excuse me. But a lot of times cats be infatuated by whatever they with. And sometimes that infatuation is not about the person, it's about their looks.
yeah.
You trying to hold, and hey, I'm not gonna be one to I mean, we all want that, you gonna want that thing because like I said, beauty is an eye of the beholder. But and if you got everybody like, damn, dog, that's you right there, damn. I'm like, damn, that mug tight. But then when it comes down to it, the joke ain't worth a pot of piss.
So
But
8
was
and
that?
so how would you rate this? So a 8, right, on the scale,
Mm-hmm.
right? And she no, a 8 and she great, or a 10 and she as far as her looks is a 10, but as far as everything else is all right. Like, what would you
No,
rather?
I take the 8 and have everything great. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just me because because if it's a 10 and it's all right, that all right is shake sound, sure, that could be rather shaky. You know what I'm saying? And then when that joker start falling off on some stuff, then you stuck with you stuck with something shallow and shallow and no substance. You know, I need somebody that's gonna stimulate more than my britches.
I
You
feel
know, I
you.
need I need that mental. But the thing is you got to be about your money and be able to handle your money. Not just look at me and mine, but you need to be able to
Yeah,
bring something
exactly.
else. Like my homeboy, I got a homeboy. He says, I need you to have hopes, dreams, and a DD 24. Yeah, hopes, dreams, and a tax form.
Wow. Yeah. Shout out to the ladies, man. Shout out to the ladies because I know sometimes we sound like the He-Man Woman
Hmm.
Haters Club, but shout out to the ladies.
Yeah, I mean, you
So
got some out there, and it
So,
goes. I mean, but that
nah,
goes
we
both
love, we
ways.
love the ladies.
What I said, that goes both ways. Because come on, man, we know some cats. Man, they about as sorry as the day is long.
yeah,
You
We love
like,
the ladies, but we just don't feel like we need to give you our cash app to have a conversation.
yeah, for
How about
sure,
that?
for sure.
yeah. I
There's
don't
You
some
think
got
other
other
Zion
cats.
Williamson and Jordan Poole.
Yeah, hot down buns.
yeah.
Yeah, they messing it all up. Hey, you messing it all up. You sitting up there paying more than just a water bill.
Right.
That in itself is wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I just had a moment, man. I ain't even gonna lie. So let me say this. I'm gonna say this on the internet for the word because we've been so Vibes has been on for about 4 years. Lawrence Tears has been on for about 3 years. Let me say I'm just gonna
Huh?
say hey,
Oh yeah, you definitely got it backwards, Chief.
nah. Lawrence Tears only been on since October of 21. 20 and Vibes has been on since 19. Um
Word?
yeah, Vibes. It's just Vibes just ain't never went nowhere. Vibes has just been stagnant as a channel. It,
No,
it,
but not to cut you off, I would have thought the Nick
hey,
stuff would have been first.
Yeah, maybe Uncle established that channel before rocking with Chuck or something because
yeah, and so I just want to say, man, thank you to my beautiful wife for allowing me to do these things in the order that I'm doing it, right? Because without a support system, man, you can't necessarily have things the way that you'd like to do them,
Shout out to
right?
Miss Mocha.
Yeah, because yeah, man.
facts.
Shout out to Mo for being so patient and kind with me, as what I'm saying, allowing me to kind of chase my dream a little bit. You know what I'm saying, and to share platforms with others so that we can have an impact, a positive impact in our communities and such, giving everybody a platform. Well, not everybody, but sharing a platform where people can come in and share their thoughts on things,
Opinions.
you know, and so salute to her for being so gentle and kind with me as I move. But now she's not all gentle and kind, right? She's not that, right? She no pushover. But for this, she's allowing me to, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to say shout out to her for that, right?
Yeah, shout out to Miss Mocha.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. She's like I'm trying to think of a person, a fictional character that we would all know. She's like Laura Winslow. Yeah, remember Laura Winslow?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like remember how Laura used to encourage Stefan to step out there in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you be Steve all the time? You know what I'm saying? You need to be Stefan sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's how she's encouraging me to be the best version of Uncle Freezy. Yeah. Yeah. So she's like in that Laura Winslow type of thing. So shout out to her for that. But to the ladies that tuned in for the relationship part of stuff, man, listen. Men don't always get it right. Right? And even when they know they're doing it incorrectly, they don't have the GPS to autocorrect. Right? Like some men are the yo baby men. Yo baby. You know what I'm saying? They looking for, like, a lot of dudes that say that are really Jody Watley. Like, I'm searching for a real love, baby. A real love. But they say it, yo baby, yo. Yo baby, what time is it? You know what I'm saying? You like, how you gonna holler? How you gonna want like, how you gonna want Regina King, but you hollering at her as if she's Riley, right? you feel me? Anybody? Am I the only one that watched the Boondocks?
Oh no, not at all. That is don't trust them over there.
My joint, man. Yeah.
Yo, that is, I ain't gonna lie. That's my joint, bro. Shout out to Aaron Magruder, who he messed up when he walked away, bro. He should have, that should have been a classic, bro. But here's the thing. When do you, because I heard y'all say when you recognize when you're ready to step into a relationship. I don't know if that's how I felt. My vibe has always been so I'm like the shy kid that used to be bullied early on, but once I realized I can fight back, bro, it was no turning back. Once you let Pandora out the box, bro, there is what? Right, like no lie. When I was really young, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, you walk with your head down, you know what I'm saying, people picking on you, whatever. And then you get into a fight in second grade and you beat up the bully that everybody wanted to see lose. And then the girls are coming to you like wiping you got a donut on your eye, and the girls are like, I'm glad you kicked his tail. That's how we used to talk back in the day, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you kicked his tail. And they like, you know what I'm saying? They give you like their telephone number with a peppermint tape to it with a little heart with the crayon. I'm fighting every bully in the world now, bro. I bet I never see a bully walk around. I'm on bully patrol. You know what I'm saying? Yo, because no lie, man. That's me. And I understand everybody is different. Right? I understand everybody is different. Like, I had to go through something in order to gain confidence. Some people are born with confidence. I wasn't one of them. Soul Finger, like so how did you get to your Soul Finger? How did you get to become Soul Finger? Were you thrust into a moment like me, or was it like a slow climb to a thing?
I actually kind of fell into it, I guess. With me, a lot of it happened. Look, it was a resurgence of dark brothers. You know, when Kane came out, stepped on the scene and all like that. Things kind of went the way it was, but it really wasn't until I got out here to Cali. As whatever things were cool at whatever, it wasn't nothing to talk about. But when I got out here in Cali, it was a whole other ball game. I was like, what in the hell?
Right.
I'm just walking. Country is a sugar sandwich. Had my slugs in my head. I wouldn't want no cats up there, with the skinning and grinning, so showing them off. We just happened to talk to him. He's like, what's that in your mouth? Oh, girl, he gotta go. Where you from? Where you from?
Down south.
Saying? I told him from the boot.
Yeah.
The boot. Yeah. The original LA. Big L, little A.
Yeah.
I was, little things that was trying. And it was, I guess it's because the way I, and then too, the way I talk, the way I say things, that was the other thing that got me. So, regular talk back home, it is what it is. Out here, it was a whole other thing. So I guess you can say I had an angle or whatever. And then to realize you come out here, they love the country cats. As they say, "Ooh, I love you, country boys," or whatever. All right, look. And the more they say they love it, the more country I got. I use what I got to get what I want. But it was one of those things. It came with me. It came with time, and then actually listening and understanding what was, falling back on what my uncles told me on some stuff. But it was mainly, like I said, just mainly listening, man. You just listen and observe, because that's one thing I always do. I like to sit back and pull Inspector Deck, and sit there and listen and see what's going on, and then I could check the temperature, and I could slide, decide to strike. But I'm one of those. I'm the cat that while you hit with those cats all the time about what they're going to do, I never said what I was going to do. I'm the cat like, hey man, I'll be right back, gonna get a drink. All right, cool, and I'll go out. I come back with my drink and then some. So it's just one of them things. It kind of like I just fell into it. I think a lot of it is with cats that try to be too smooth and debonair and just be yourself. Well, some cats don't even know how to be themselves because they don't know who they are.
Right.
And like I said, I like to have a good time, joke or whatever else. And all I notice if you can get one of these joints to laugh, hey, I got you.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm interested in DSJ. Right. The DSJ thing to me is perplexing. DSJ is like a Rubik's Cube with more than the conventional signs to it. Right. Because here's the thing. So you have a veteran, and not to get too deep into who DSJ is, but you have a veteran, you have a national recording artist, you have all the potential in the world to be something greater than what he can imagine that he is. Then there's the natural talent, and then there is a relatable side, right? But DSJ, with all of that stuff, how did you get to this point where you are, and what is the future of DSJ? And I'm gonna put this back to relationships, right? But I want to first talk about who the person is, and then I'm gonna expound on why it's important after you answer.
Okay, so being me, right?
We can barely hear you, bro.
Hold on for a second. Is this any better?
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I think I just kind of just grew into me. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know, who I am as a person. Family values, support system. And again, I think just that natural ability was enough to garner that attention that I was looking for from ladies. You know what I'm saying? So the singing helped out with what I was lacking at that point in terms of charisma. Um, and then eventually I got to a point where I matured enough and, you know what I'm saying, gained enough worldly knowledge to put it all together where some parts of it failed, some parts of it succeeded, using them all as lessons and becoming who I am because of that.
Okay.
Becoming a troll king.
And
Okay.
trolling ain't easy. Trolling ain't easy.
Yeah, anything goes when it comes to trolls because trolling ain't easy. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that song. Anything goes when it comes
When
to
it comes
trolls
to
because
hoes,
trolling ain't
trolling
easy.
ain't easy.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There is an element of DSJ that I think is a cross between Neo and Maxwell, right? There's like a Neo and Maxwell type of cross. Like if Neo and Maxwell had a laboratory to create somebody, I think they create DSJ.
Mm.
Right. Right. Now, am I speaking as if my man is perfect? Of course not. Because an imperfect person like myself can't speak to perfection because I'm not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But if we're talking about you know what my man is, you know, when it comes to the talent and it comes to the passion, I think this guy is it. But DSJ, with this, if you could talk to your 17-year-old self about relationships based on what you've learned, would you do anything differently? Or would you be like, yo, you got to go through that stuff in order to be the man you are today? Or be the man you will be in the future?
No, I'm definitely cutting corners. I'm definitely,
Especially
I'm
when
definitely,
you have the answers to the test, right?
yeah. Like there's no denying. Hey, avoid that one at all costs. Thank me later. You know
Right.
what I mean? Now I just think that because again, I think when it comes down to, um, if you can learn from the mistakes a lot sooner, right? Because I mean, some of them are gonna be repeat offenses, right? You're gonna
Right.
sometimes you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, have the hard head, soft ass conundrum
Right.
before you sit there and say, you know what? Yeah, I got it. I got it. So I think that sometimes, yeah, if I could go back and talk to my younger self to avoid some of those mistakes, I absolutely would.
Right. Right. Okay. In terms of the relationships, and here's the part where the relationship every vibes turn into a relationship with music. So I'm gonna ask King Ribby this question first. King Ribby, if you can sum up your relationship life with one song, what would it be?
My relationship.
Yeah, your relationship life, your relationship history. If you could sum it up in one song, what would it be?
I had a tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. Uh, 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 mm. So I gotta ask Soulfinger, Soulfinger, if you could sum up and not to, I'm not trying to ruin nobody's relationship, right? All I'm
Mm-hmm.
asking is be honest, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta share everything. But if you can sum up your whole relationship history with one song, what would it be?
Relationship. It's really good. It's a good question, Freeze. I say the air of night. Phil Collins.
Do, 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 do. Yeah, yeah. Why so?
Um, because when the way things were in the past, you're going from bad. Now it goes even the one things even not just what somebody did me, did me dirty or whatever else. It's even the ones I fumbled. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was all going on there. But then when I got a solid relationship, you know how you had that break the do.
Yeah.
Well, being in a solid relationship for me is more like that break do,
Right.
and it's been like that, because it's constantly how it changes.
Right. Right.
Something different. It went from one end to the other.
Wow. Wow. King Ribby, before I get to DSJ, I want to ask you, why would you pick Eye of the Tiger, bro? That's interesting.
Because life have been in like a roller coaster. Like, how can I say it? Like, I fought so many battles, like, so like you would never imagine, and I just had to like come back from it from some reason. Like I've been like, not to say like all my bins, but like I've been to like at least like 6 surgeries. I got
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So let me DSJ. I'm gonna ask you, man. And I know DSJ is always gonna have the perfect song because he's like the human jukebox, right? DSJ always has the perfect song. DSJ, if you could sum up your relationship history with one song, what would it be?
Um, it would be "Teach Me" by Music Soul Child.
By who?
Music Soul Child.
That's a good track.
See, Soulfinger, I had a song, and as soon as he said his, I just want to throw my song away.
I know. I know. He made me rethink mine too, because I was looking at going Freeze uh, Through the Fire, Shaka Khan.
Right.
Nah, but I think what it is that it "Teach Me" encapsulates everything from individual understanding and how it reflects in relationships. Because even like the opening line to it, I was told the true definition of a man was to never cry.
Right.
Right. So immediately it goes into the whole be a man at the age of 4.
Right.
I broke a toy. I cry over it. What are you crying for?
Right.
Hey, I need you to
Right.
be hey, man up.
Right. Right.
And now you don't know what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now it's like, okay, so I can't cry, right? But because of this, now here's the I lack vulnerability.
Right. Right.
And so tear everything down and teach me how to love.
Right.
Because clearly you're worth it. And I want to be vulnerable enough to learn.
Right. Right.
I can't.
You know what? I think the perception that I want to believe and what is actually true are two things. Like I wanted my song to be sunny days, everybody loves them. Can you stand the rain? That's what I want it to be because it sounds like the best answer. But to be honest with you, I have the song playing in my ear, and this sums up my relationship history. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ask y'all this because I'm trying to learn as I go. Right? I'm trying to learn as I go. Like, basically, what I'm asking myself, Uncle Freezy, was what you were doing right, or were you so wrong that you need help? And right, and so as I hear you guys, excuse me, I'm thinking I was so wrong that I just needed help. As a man in my 50s, when I look back at relationships, you know what I did? I dragged my feet in a lot of relationships when we should be when we should have been pressing the gas. I was like, nah, man. You know what? I gotta wait right here because Janet Jackson might remember me from Dallas, Texas. But now I gotta wait right here because Patra may remember me from Houston, Texas. Right? Or maybe this lady I dumped. You remember that song Congratulations by Patra? I mean by Vesta?
Yeah.
I actually did that to a lady. Not the wedding part, but the lead up to a wedding. Like 3 weeks before the wedding, I skipped town.
Wow.
Yep. 3 weeks before the wedding, I skipped town. I ain't say nothing, just dipped. I left. I went from Fort Polk, Louisiana to Fort Hood, Texas, and didn't even tell her I was leaving.
Wow.
I actually did that to a person.
Wow.
Right? And said 3 weeks, bro. You don't spent thousands of dollars, and the dude just bro. And ironically, and I tell DSJ the story all the time, and I sound like such a loser when I tell him the story, that I want y'all to see my flaws, to know that I am not perfect, and I don't pretend to be. But I met that lady again in a club called the 9.9 in Houston, Texas. Right? I don't know if the club is still there or not. I think it's a 9.9. It's something.
You know that you met her after that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I saw her after that, right? And the night that I met her, and she recognized me in the club, and she took 2 pitchers of beer and poured it on top of my head in the club. She was crying her eyes out when she saw me. And her friends was trying to get to me and slap me, but my homeboys wouldn't let them. And me being a jerk, you know what I did? I took my shirt off in the club and was standing there without a shirt on. I was wringing out the shirt. I'm like, what you do that for, baby? I'm Uncle Freezy. You know what I mean? This is Uncle Freezy, right? Me being young and stupid, I had no idea what I put that lady through, right? Yeah, man. I had no idea what I put that lady through, right? That same night though, Patra performed Romantic Call, and while that lady whose heart I broke was still in the club crying, and people buying her drinks and stuff, and it was calling me a jerk, I went and tried to holler at Patra because I was immature. I was immature, bro. I was wildly immature. But I didn't know it because I was immature. When you immature, you don't know you immature. Right? So
yeah, for real.
Yeah, so my thing is instead of my song of relationship history being "Can You Stand the Rain," because during my relationship, I had always been immature, always, right? And from the woman's perspective, so I'll pick a song from a woman's perspective, and it's the song "Waiting on You" by En Vogue. I can't keep wasting my time waiting on you to come home. That's me. I was the dude on the other end of that song, right? Because for a number of immature reasons, whether I got a promotion in the military and I thought I was somebody, or if I was boxing and everybody calling my name, like I'll be at one end of the mall and people will start barking, woo, 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 and I already be like, yeah, because I know they barking at me. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of celebrity had your man's head so big it couldn't fill up the screen that I'm on. Right? Everybody wanted to be back then. Everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people wanted to be around me because of popularity. And instead of me being able to handle a little bit of popularity, I just let stuff go to my head. And so in the relationships, I'm looking at the ladies like, yo, you just lucky to be here. Like, you telling me not to go out and hang out with the homies, you lucky. Yo, I have another woman in your place in a heartbeat. Right? That was my thing in my early 20s.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, your song should be, or it sounds like your song just off of that should be "Fire and Desire," Rick James and Tina Marie.
Yeah.
Considering the way it starts off, love them and leave them. That's what I used to do, use and abuse them.
Yeah.
Until I laid eyes on you.
Right.
It was pain before pleasure. See, it seems it. You know, it again just off of what you're saying, right? Just off the conversation. It's like, you know what I'm saying, again, that lack of maturity.
Right.
Couple that with what was deemed as your level of cool. Like, okay, well,
because I was out of balance. I was out of balance, bro.
Since I'm single now, yeah. Because at that point, you looking at like, since I'm single now, I'm gonna go holler at Patra. Not considering what you were doing to somebody else at that point, right. Because hey, you got whatever you needed to get out your system. You done poured your drinks on me. I guess we even now. Right. I left you on red. You left me wet.
Right.
Even exchange.
Right.
So go on with your life. I'm gonna go on with mine. How about that?
But here's the thing, D'Ester. Here's the thing. I was hurt just like she was hurt. Right? So me leaving, I wasn't leaving because I stopped loving her. Right? I left because shit was moving too fast. And I didn't know, it was like a runaway freight train, and I didn't know how to stop it except jump off.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know how to tell her, let's just push this thing back some. Let's wait a year. Right? But the thing is I had sped her up. Right? I had sped her up. Like, yo, get off the market. You my lady. Right? Why you I'm talking to you and you going out on a date with somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we were in a relationship. I'm talking about in the early stages. Like, I'm calling her. She's like, yeah, man, somebody asked me out. You know, I'm just going to go out and eat lunch. I'm like, yo, that's sure? That's all y'all doing? And she's like, why does it matter? We just talking. You know what I'm saying? Like she was more mature than I was. Right? Like, when I first got her number, I was talking to her on the phone, and she's like, yo, I'm not connected to anybody. We just talking. Let's just see where it goes. And in my mind, as soon as I got the number, you my girl. Wrong. That's not how it works. You know, you have to earn these things, right? But I had never been in a situation where I had to even ever earn anything in that sense. And in my life, right? In my life, it was like you work for something and you get it. It's yours, right? But I didn't know how to do my first ever real relationship, right? Because I come from a different place. I come from, you know what I'm saying, you playing sports, you mad popular, you know what I'm saying? You on the honor roll at school, you in all these clubs, you know, every high school in your area knows who you are because you play sports, you work at McDonald's, you know, during school. And so now you meeting the other kids your age from across the city, everybody cool, you telling jokes and everybody, you kind of popular, right? And then you have a little girlfriend in high school, but it ain't nothing. All it is it's a teenage love, right? That's all it is a teenage love, right? And then when you get out in the world and you're an adult now, mind you, I was a very, 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 very young adult. I was still an adult, right? And so when you have to work for something, I had to catch it every day. She was like, yo, you come by here every day to talk to me, but we don't even talk about nothing. And I was like, yeah, I just want to be close to you for some reason. Right. It's for some reason I feel like I can't go on without you. This has got to go somewhere because this is me talking to her freely. Right. This is just me like saying, listen, I can go out to a club and meet somebody every night if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. Right. I want to see I like you. Right. This is me sharing these things that you probably shouldn't share too much. You know how you overshare in the beginning?
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, if I don't tell her this, I might be at risk of losing her. Because she is so everything that everywhere she goes, somebody trying to holler. Right. And she got her head on straight. And see, I ain't never been with nobody classy like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Understand the moment and all that stuff. Like she got together, man. Yo, I ain't King Ribby. One Friday night, I got all dressed. I put on my best. I couldn't believe that she said yes. Yes. I was so impressed. She had to be the key to my happiness for those old school people that know where I'm going with the song, right? So my thing is, I went over to the crib and she like, nah, let's go back to your place. She came back to the barracks, bro, and she bought a book, lit a candle, and we were reading together, bro. It blew my mind. You want to read on a Friday night? She was like, yo, I'm into this novel. I didn't want to cancel, right? But I'm really into this book. Maybe we can read it together. Bro, we read a book together, bro. Right? And so all this thing from a little ghetto boy coming out the hood, somebody like yo, legit, no lie. I come from a place in Jersey City that's the slums, but I never wanted to be of the slums. I always wanted to be there. I didn't want to be the hood guy. Right? Like I lived on Van Nostrand Avenue in between Martin Luther King and and Ocean Ave, right up on the hill with the PS-15, right? Went to Dickinson High. You know what I'm saying? I came from a place where, the hood was taking over. People getting shot over crack, whether you was smoking it or selling it. You know what I'm saying? Heroin needles all over the basketball court where we was playing at. Burnt down buildings, pissy mattresses, all that stuff. That's where I grew up at. But I never wanted to be of that, even though I was from that. Right? I always wanted to be something different. Like old school people will say, I wanted to be the rose in the concrete, basically. Right? And so when she used to like talk to me about these things, like, Uncle Freezy, what do you want to be when you get older? And I would say just wow, OD stuff like, yo, I want to be a millionaire. And then she's like, be a millionaire for what? What you gonna do with the money? Yeah, blow it. And so she was like, so you want to be broke? No, I want to be broke. So but what you want to do when you make $1 million? What you gonna do with it? I'm gonna spend it. She's like, so you want to be broke? I'm like, nah, stop. What you do? She's like, nah, no. What do you want to do? Like, what's your impact on society? Do you want to be a dandelion landing on the grass? Or do you want to be a dandelion landing on the grass? Or do you want to be something? And I'm like, dandelions? And you know what she said? Know what she gave me the image of? You know how you take a dandelion and you blow it and all the things just fly everywhere? Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you want to be that? Or do you want to be something else? And I was like, I want to be something else. And she was like, so what is that thing? And I was like, I don't know. So she was like preparing all this stuff, getting me. But the thing about it is it was intriguing and intimidating at the same time. She had me reading books, bro. She would read to me stuff. Like she would talk as if she was 30 and we were both 21. Her birthday was like her birthday was like in September. I think she was like a Virgo or something, and my birthday is in January. So her birthday would come before mine. So she was like a little bit older, a few months older than me, but she spoke as if she was like a lifetime older than me. Right. And so it's one of them things where I finally started catching up to her, but I realized that I was going too fast. And this was too fast for me. My personal growth wasn't at the same stage as her personal growth. So instead of going along for the ride, I jumped off and I broke her heart. At the same time, my heart was broken too. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I was acting out and the reason why she was acting out is because the balance in our relationship finally came to an even place. And she finally recognized I was the guy for her, right? When the relationship balanced out. But on my side of the equation, I felt like things were going too fast and I didn't know what I had a lot of growing up to do. So my heart was broken just like hers, except while she was crying because her first real love left her, jilted her, and my first love was moving too fast. We wasn't right for each other at the time, right? And then when she saw me in Houston, she acted out because her heart was broken. But at the same time, I was acting like an adolescent because my heart was broken too. But I didn't know how to come to grip. I didn't know how to um gather my emotions and be a man, right? If I was real, if I was mature at that moment, I would have talked to her and tried to get back with her. Like, listen, I'll never do that to you ever again. Things were just going too fast, and I didn't know how to handle the speed of this relationship, and so I did what men do best: run when I should have talked to you. You know what I'm saying? But that's me in my 50s talking back to those emotions then that I still kind of have, but not really. You know what I'm saying? But I acted out, bro. I went, bro, King Ribby. I was in the club without a shirt on. You know how the club make you buy one of these shirts? They're like, yo, if you're gonna stay in here, you gotta put a shirt on. I ain't got no shirt, man. I'm 2 hours away. And they give you the club shirt and you gotta pay for it. It's like $25. So I paid the $25 for the shirt, but while the shirt was coming, I was at the bar trying to holler at Patra, trying to prove a point that I'm too good for her. And Patra dissed me, and her bodyguard threatened my life. Her bodyguard was like, "I'll punch you in the face," and I was like, "I've been punched in the face before, fat boy." You know, I was terrible, bro. That's why DSA. That's why I think my song is instead of it being that song the first time. You ever heard that song the first time by Surface?
Yeah.
Instead of my relationship history being that, right, it's Waiting on You by In Vogue.
I got you.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that I have well, not similar to the fact of of marriage, but definitely understanding about the moving too fast, right? So I remember I met this girl at a club, and dance floor, you know what I'm saying? R. Kelly's TP2.com album was out. Feeling on Your Booty was a jam. And I remember I'm singing this song to her as it's playing.
Yeah.
And so, you know what I'm saying, we end up just, kissing on the dance floor and all that good stuff. But clearly, it's like, okay, yeah, she definitely feeling the guy.
Right.
Send me the number and all that stuff. And she jetted out. Like, okay, I guess, you know what I'm saying, her homegirls was like, yeah, it's time to go, whatever.
Right.
So anyway, we kicking it, we talking and all that stuff. We linked up a couple of times.
Right.
She asked me to come with her to Shreveport, Louisiana, where she's from, and meet her family.
Right.
at that point, I'm like, no, like, yeah, that's a bit much. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I hadn't established much with her. You know what I'm saying? She was
Right.
clearly comfortable enough to where, wanting to meet, family members and all that stuff.
Right.
I just wasn't there yet. And so instead of just, what I'm saying, letting her know that, let's take it slow, I just broke up with her.
Damn. Wow. Wow.
I was called all kinds. Listen, she clearly, called me everything but a child of God, and didn't
And you
even get all
deserved
of
it.
it out because I ended up hanging up on her.
Right.
Like, all right, yeah, okay, all right, that's enough of that. All right, click.
Right. Right. Right.
Phone call, you know what I'm saying? She called him back. She letting me click. We're not getting. I'm not even giving you 4 more seconds of my life. Let's just call it a day.
Right.
But again, you know what I'm saying? Understanding what you're talking about in terms of the maturity and
Right.
communication. Like, I didn't have it within me to sit there and, hey, I think that's a bit too forward, too fast. Let's, take the time to continue to get to know each other before we sit there and,
Right.
start talking about meeting family members and all that.
Right. Right.
Because you don't know what I could be. I mean, I could be the worst. I could be. You know what I'm saying? I go out there and I probably, what I'm saying, meet your cousin and want to date your cousin too. You know what I'm saying? I could be that guy.
You could be that guy. And it happens, bro. It happens more often than what we think. You
And
know?
of course, the other side of it too was I was afraid of those mythological stories about women from Louisiana and the roots being put on me. I was like, yeah, I'm not eating none of your spaghetti.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I'm not I'm not sleeping because I don't want you to bury my drawers in the backyard and I can't leave the house. Like, I don't want none of
Yeah.
that. I don't want to know if any of that is true. Now again, of course, you know what I'm saying, that's younger
He was
me
by
not knowing
you.
any better. Yeah. That's me young not knowing any better. But again,
Yeah.
not knowing how to communicate what I needed to communicate, that was like, wow. Like,
Right.
even now I kind of chuckle at it and it was like, damn, you kind of
Right.
you could have said something, bro. You could have said something.
Yeah.
But lesson
Yeah.
learned though.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned. And the lady, Tisha, that I tell a story about, right? The lady Tisha that I tell a story about, man, we met at Fort Polk, Louisiana. And so I was doing correspondence courses for Baylor University. I started out at a place called Northeast Louisiana State, and then started taking correspondence courses at Baylor. And then what I was saying was, instead of putting it in the mail, right, doing this stuff here, going to the library here, and then putting it in the mail, and I was like, yo, I could just drive to Waco. And so I would just drive to Waco, and that's where I met her. And that's where I met her at. And so and I know you guys love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when, right? I get it. Right. Excuse me, right? But I do want to say this thing though. I want to say this thing. Um, I think that relationship, that relationship there has kind of gotten me to a place now where I'm Uncle Freezy through experiences. Through that experience, it makes me one of the experiences that makes me what I am today. Because if it were not for that relationship, I don't know if I would have been able to be confident enough to speak to Miss Mocha like that when I first saw her. Like, I knew Mo, right? I knew Mo, and I knew she was a college girl. I knew she was a veteran, and I knew that, what I'm saying, whatever with Mo, whatever, right? But without me going through previous relationships, I don't know if I would have been able to say the right thing or do the right thing in order to, what I'm saying? Because again, I thought God's green earth revolved around Uncle Freezy. And when I realized, the older I get, the more I realize the world revolves less and less around me, but I have a heavy impact on it. And so it's up to me to choose to be either a positive influence on it or a negative influence on it. Right. And so what I'm doing now is trying to be the positive impact on society through my misgivings and fortunate events.
And we appreciate you for that.
Yeah, man. I'm trying, bro. I'm I'm trying, man. I'm trying. But yeah, when it comes to relationships are difficult, man. Like just real quick before we get out of here, man, I want to ask y'all this. Have y'all, King Ribby, have you ever had a problem saving a relationship? Maybe not. DSA, you ever had a problem saving a relationship?
Yeah.
Was the relationship worth saving, or were you just selfish?
No, honestly, I was trying to save a relationship because, well, I think what it was is that I didn't perceive what I perceived as a relationship. She didn't. Right? We were hooking up. You know what I'm saying? We spent time with each other, but she had another man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was, you know what I'm saying? She was in college. Her man was in another city. She found me attractive, but we cooked up so many times. At this point, I'm like, well, we might as well be together.
Right.
So I think for me, what it was that I was trying to make something that I was trying to make, you know what I'm saying, make her my lady, be exclusive with her. Since I really at that point I started slowing down and being a bachelor myself, and felt like, well, let me try to make this thing work.
Right.
And so even when she was like, nah, I'm not looking for that right now, I would still conform and, okay, well, if that's the case, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Let's, you know what I'm saying, we keep doing what we're doing. But I invested down, you know what I'm saying, more time and feelings into this person that now it's like, okay, well, look, you know, I'm trying to meet you halfway here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm feeling like, you know what I'm saying, I really want to pursue this. I want us to be exclusive.
Right.
Now I'm nudging, I'm not pushing, right? But still, my nudge might be a full blown shove. You know what I mean? It might be a wallet, you know what I'm saying, a wallet with a mammoth. You know what I'm saying, with a mallet. So I couldn't tell the difference.
Right.
And I think that, you know what I'm saying, that fear factor in her, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, this is a bit much.
Right.
I really just wanted to have fun and hook up, you know what I mean? And at that point, I couldn't I don't know, I guess respect it.
Right.
So I spent all that time trying to conform and find ways to let her know, like, you know what I'm saying, just be with me instead of, you know what I'm saying, cheating on him. Just cut it off with him and rock out with me.
Right.
And, you know, ended up where, you know what I'm saying, our last time was exactly the last time. And then, you know what I'm saying, she moved on and let me know that she was, you know what I'm saying, she wanted to end it.
Sounds like you was noonie whooped.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it was good.
Yo, you ever why dudes would be
good.
like and not to put you on the spot, right? Not to put you on the spot, right?
Yeah.
But let me redirect, right? Yo, why dudes be mad when you call them Cuda whoop, bro? Dudes get mad, bro.
Because it's because we ego driven and we want to always be viewed as the masculine. And when you say something like that, it's that what I'm saying we were influenced by something other than our own force.
Right. Right.
But I mean, again, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm willing to do things that again, like I should have enjoyed the ride. You know what I'm saying? Like we hooking up, we having a good time. Let it be what it is. You know what I mean? Instead, I wanted more of it to be just. I wanted to be online.
Right.
And
right.
You know what I'm saying? I think even the fact that I stopped even, what I'm saying, pursuing other women at a time when I should have enjoyed my bachelorhood, you know what I'm saying, and just knowing that I had a constant hookup for sure.
Right.
Instead of appreciating that part of it, I want to lock it down now. And I think what also helped out to me was the fact that she looked like Lisa Nicole Carson. From Jason's Lyric.
Yeah.
So now you see like no, I definitely gotta have like this is me. You know what I'm saying? She come to the barracks to see me. When we stepping out, you know what I'm saying, to go get something to eat. They looking
she with
jealous.
me. They mad as a mother. They right there like hating on you, like, what you saying that though? Ain't doing. They ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So when you see that, you know what I'm saying, like, hell yeah.
I
You might as well.
Yeah, man. DSA, you gave me a content creation idea. I'm gonna do tomorrow, and I know you're gonna be busy, man. You busy all the time, but tomorrow or today, after the Knicks beat the Brooklyn Nets, I think I'm gonna do a show called "Am I Noonie Whooped?" Right, and I know YouTube is gonna probably shut down the channel, but I gotta have a conversation. Am I Noonie Whooped? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do a show like that tomorrow night at some point. It won't be as late as this one here because of because the Knicks are back on the East Coast now and a bunch of stuff and blah blah blah. But yeah, I think I gotta do it, bro.
Hey,
I think I gotta do it. So
I'll tell you one thing. I think that some people are gonna be fraudulent with their answers. But
yeah, of course they're gonna be fraudulent.
When they start peeling the layers and all that stuff, like, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Because we have that habit. Again, like I said, we want to always be viewed as the masculine,
right,
and in control.
We want to be Simba. We want to be Mufasa.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mufasa. Ooh, you know.
Yeah, we always want to be perceived as the alpha. So I think that anytime we're not, you know what I'm saying, it makes us impervious to vulnerabilities, and we never want to admit to that.
Right. Yeah, I know YouTube is gonna give me a copyright strike tomorrow for no reason. We ain't even copying nothing, and they just gonna give me a copyright strike tomorrow or tonight. But yeah,
you shouldn't say that you kitty whip.
Yeah. I can't say bumping uglies on YouTube. They'll demonetize. You can't say bumping uglies. You know what I'm saying? You can't say noonie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, but thank y'all everybody for coming through, man. It's 5:00 in the morning. Where you gonna be? Outside on the corner. So it's 5:00 in the morning.
Together.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna get out of here, wrap this up, man. I'm gonna try to do the next morning drive at 9. and then answer, do my, work, and then probably take a nap or so in the afternoon and get back up and watch the game. Thank y'all everybody for watching this, man. I appreciate everything that everybody contributes. I appreciate all the contributors. DSJ, as usual, it's a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And for those that are not following DSJ, hey man, we gotta get. I'm gonna talk to you after I end this. Let me end this right here, and then I want to holler at you about something. Thank you, everybody. Peace.